Proceed, Duchess, to procure my fall, and by the doom of death and blows and all.
Merchant of Syracuse shall plead no more. I am not partial to infringe our laws. If any Syracusan born come to the bay of Ephesus, he dies, unless 1,000 marks be levied. Thy substance, valued at the highest rate, cannot amount to 100 marks. Therefore, by law, thou art condemned to die.
My woes end likewise with the evening sun.
Well, Syracusan, say in brief the cause why thou wilt fated came to Ephesus.
In Syracusa was I born and wed unto a woman, happy but for me. With her I lived in joy, our wealth increased by prosperous voyages I often made to Epidemna, till my great care of goods drew me from kind embracements of my spouse, from whom my absence was not 6 months old before herself made provision to follow. Soon she safe arrived where I was. There she had not been long, but she became a joyful mother of 2 goodly sons. The others could not be distinguished but by names. That very hour, in the self-same inn, a meaner woman was delivered of such a burden. Male twins, both alike. Those, for their parents were exceeding poor, I bought and brought up to attend my sons. My wife pled daily motions for our home return. Unwilling, I agreed. Alas, too soon. A league from Epidemnum had we sailed, when what obscured light the heavens did grant conveyed a warrant of immediate death. The sailors, they sought for safety in the dank, and left the ship, then sinking right to us. My wife, more careful for the latter born, had fastened him unto a small spare mast. To him, one of the other twins was bound, whilst I had been like heedful of the others. My wife and I fastened ourselves at either end of the mast, and floating straight. Now let me say no more!
Lead forward, old man, do not break off so, for we may pity, though not pardon thee.
Oh, had the gods done so. We were encountered by a mighty rock. Our sinking ship was splinted in the midst. Her part, poor soul, was carried with more speed before the wind, and in our sight they 3 were taken up by fishermen of Corinth, as we thought. At length, another ship had seized on us, and therefore homeward did they bend their course. Thus by misfortunes was my life prolonged to tell sad stories of my own mishaps.
What hath befallen of them and thee till now?
My youngest boy, and yet my eldest care, at 18 years, became inquisitive after his brother, and importuned me that his attendant, ref of his brother, might bear him company in the quest of him. 5 summers have I spent in furthest Greece, through Asia homeward, came to Ephesus, hopeless to find, yet loath to leave unsearched this place or any place that harbors men.
Now trust me, were it not against our laws, my soul would sue as advocate for thee. Try all the friends thou hast in Ephesus. Beg thou or borrow to make up the sum and live. If no, then thou art doomed to die. Officer, take him to thy custody.
I will, my lady.
Hopeless and helpless doth Aegean wend, but to procrastinate his lifeless end.
See where they come!
Kneel to the Duchess before she pass the abbey. Yet once again proclaim it publicly. If any friend will pay the sum for him, he shall not die.
Justice, most sacred Duchess, against the abbess.
She is a virtuous and a reverend lady. It cannot be that she had done thee wrong.
May it please your grace, Antipholus, my husband, this ill day a most outrageous fit of madness took him, that desperately he hurried through the streets, with him his bondmen, all as mad as he, doing displeasures to the citizens, by rushing in their houses, paring thence rings, jewels, anything his rage did like. Once did I get him bound and sent home. He broke from those that had guard of him, and with his mad attendant chased us away. Then they fled into this abbey, and here the abbess shuts the gates on us. Therefore, gracious Duchess, with thy command, let him be brought forth and borne hence for help.
Go, some of you, knock at the abbey gate and bid the lady abbess come to me. I will determine this before I stir.
Mistress, shift and save yourself. My master and his man hath bound the doctor, and sure, unless you send some present help between them,
Justice, most gracious Duchess! Oh, grant me justice!
Unless the fear of death doth make me dote, I see my son Antipholus and Dromio.
Justice, my liege, against that woman there.
Discover how, and thou shalt find me just.
This day, my lady, she shut the doors upon me, while she with harlots feasted in my house.
A grievous fault! Say, woman, didst thou so?
No, my lady. Myself, he, and my sister today did dine together. She tells to your highness simple truth.
This woman locked me out this day from dinner. That goldsmith there, were he not packed with her, could witness it, for he was with me then, who departed to go fetch a chain, promising to bring it to the Porpentine, where Balthazar and I did dine together. Our dinner done and he not coming thither, I went to seek him. In the streets I met him, and in his company that gentleman. There did this perjured goldsmith swear me down that I this day of him received the chain, which God he knows I saw not, for the which he arrested me with an officer. I did obey and gave my hesitant certain ducats. He with none returned. Then fairly I bespoke the officer to go in person with me to my house. By the way, we met my wife, her sister, and a rabble more of vile confederates. Along with them they brought one pinch, a fortune teller, a needy, hollow-eyed, dead-looking witch. Then all together they fell upon me, found me, bore me thence, and in a dark and dankish vault at home, left me and my man both bound together, till, gnawing with my teeth my bonds asunder, I gave my freedom, and immediately ran thither to your grace, whom I beseech to give me ample satisfaction for these deep shames and great indignities.
My lady, in truth, thus far I witnessed him, that he dined not at home, but was locked out.
But had he such a chain of thee or no?
He had, my lady, and when he ran in here, these people saw the chain about his neck.
And besides, I will be sworn his ears when I heard you confess you had the chain of him after you first wore a sword on the march. And thereupon, I drew my sword on you. And then you fled to this abbey here, from which I think you come by miracle.
I never came within these abbey walls, nor ever didst thou draw thy sword on me. I never saw the chain, so help me heaven!
I think you all are drunk with Circe's cup. If here you housed him, here he would have been. If he were mad, he would not plead so coldly. You say he dined at home. The goldsmith here denies that saying. Sarah, what say you?
He dined with her there at the Porpentine.
He did, and from my finger snatched that ring.
'Tis true, my liege, this ring I had of hers.
Sawst him enter the abbey here?
Sure, my lieges, I do see your grace.
Why, this is strange. Go, call the abbess hither.
Most mighty lady, vouchsafe me, speak a word. Haply I see a friend will save my life and pay the sum that may deliver me.
Speak freely, Syracusian, what thou wilt.
Is not your name, sir, called Antipholus? Is that not your bondman, Dromio? I am sure you both of you remember me.
You are not Pinch's patient, are you, sir?
What you strange on me? You know me well.
I never saw you in my life till now.
Well, grief hath changed me since you saw me last. But tell me yet, dost thou know my voice?
Neither.
Dromio, nor thou?
No, trust me, sir, nor I.
Not know my voice. Oh, time's extremity hast thou so cracked and splitted my poor tongue. In 7 short years, that here, my only son knows not my feeble cry of untuned cares? Tell me thou art my son, Antipholus.
I never saw my father in my life.
But 7 years since in Syracuse, boy, thou knowest we parted.
The Duchess and all that know me in the city can witness with me if it is not so. I never saw Syracuse in my life.
I see thy age and dangers make thee dote.
Most high lady, behold a man much wrong. I see 2 husbands. My eyes deceive me.
And so at least, which is the natural man and which the spirit? Decipher us then.
I, man, am Dromio. Command him away. I, man, am Dromio. Pray, let me stay.
Again, art thou not? Or else his ghost.
Oh, my old master! Who hath bound him here?
Whoever bound him, I will loose his bonds and gain a husband by his liberty. Speak, old Aegean, if thou beest the man that hadst a wife once
I dream not, thou art Amelia. If thou art she, tell me, where is that son that floated with thee on that fatal raft?
By men of Epidemnum, he and I and the twin Dromio all were taken up. But by and by, rude fishermen of Corinth by force took Dromio and my son from them, and me they left with those of Epidemnum.
Here begins his morning story, right? These are the parents to these children, which accidentally are met together. Antipholus, thou camest from Corinth first?
Not I, my lady. I came from Syracuse.
Stand apart! I know not which is which.
Which of you two did dine with me today?
Hi, gentle mistress.
And are you not my husband?
No, I say nay to that.
Yet she did call me so. And this gentlewoman, your fair sister here, did call me brother. What I told you then, I hope I shall please you to make good.
That is the chain which you had of me.
I think it be, sir, I deny it not.
And you, sir, for this chain had me arrested.
I think I did, sir. I deny it not.
I sent you money, sir, to be your bail by Dromio, but I think he brought it not.
No, none by me.
This purse of ducats I received from you. And Dromio, my man, did give them me. See, now we still didn't meet each other's man. And I was taken for him, and he for me. And thereupon these errors arose.
These ducats pawn I for my father here.
It shall not need. Thy father hath his life.
Sir, I must have that diamond from you.
There, take it, and much thanks for my good cheer.
Renowned lady, vouchsafe to take the pains to go with us into the abbey here, and all that are assembled in this place, and to make full satisfaction. The Duchess, my husband, and my children both, and you, the calendars of their nativity, go to a gossip's feast and go with me. After so long grief, such festivity.
With all my heart, I'll gossip at this feast.
Master, shall I fetch your stuff from shipboard?
Dromio, what stuff of mine hast thou embarked?
He speaks to me. I'm your master, Dromio. Come, go with us. We'll look to that anon. Embrace your brother there. Rejoice with him.
There is a fat friend at your master's house who kitchened me for you today at dinner. She now shall be my sister, not my wife.
Not my brother. I see by you I'm a sweet-faced youth. Walking to see their gossip.
Oh, not I, sir. You are my elder.
Nay, that's a question. How shall we try it?
We'll draw cuts for the senior. Till then, lead thou first.
Nay, then thus. We came into the world like brother and brother. Now let's go in hand, not one before another.